Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a
touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 50 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Rivers now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers now, operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie our score at 14. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second and a couple. Rivers. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Rivers to throw it. Open man, it's Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do some pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Denzel Perryman, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 40 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
To throw is Rivers. And Allen runs, got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Rivers on the money, complete, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 10-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Rodgers to throw. A throw caught by Kumaro. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Rodgers now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
88.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't,
They either match it or score a touchdown to win the...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. You got 58.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. For anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen.
And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 53 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Rivers going to try and sneak it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center that he's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Buffalo 1. 24 is the mic. I don't even know why.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Rashawn Gary able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. Badgley able to punch this one through. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run it with Jones. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.